Welcome or welcome back to Trouble with Tish. I am Tish and I be Trouble. Today we are getting into trouble with another Wear Test Wednesday.
Troubles on the mind, hands around your throat, out in open waters trying to stay afloat. Remember to forget the future and the past.
Alright, Wear Test Wednesday. We lucked out on what looks like a nice foundation. Now let's check out if we can luck out on a concealer as well. Fingers crossed. Aoa Stick Foundation. Oh boy. So I misspoke. This is the Aoa Studio Flaw Eraser Concealer Stick. Okay. It is $1.88. It comes in green, white, porcelain buff, fair ivory, light ivory, sand, soft tan, natural beige, and amber. So they are going to have to really put in some work on those shade ranges. All right. 10 shades of high coverage concealer that erases imperfections and leaves a flawless finish for high performance wear. The green color correcting concealer fixes redness for a flawless and balanced complexion. Blendable, long wearing, high coverage, vegan, cruelty free. All right. I have mine in the shade Buff. And this is the concealer. And as you can see, we might be a bit peachy. We are going to try it, however, and see how it fares. Since we used the Bailey brush for the foundation, we are going to use the other Bailey brush for concealer on this side, and I think my finger on this side. So we're going to start out with a little bit there. Okay, so it does blend into my foundation quite well. We are not looking for a brightening effect. We are more looking for, we just want to hide a little bit of them under our bags. I'm just kind of tapping my finger around and letting whatever is getting on my finger to be placed up closer to my eye. All right, that looks pretty decent. We're putting the concealer below the wrinkle line. So here's my wrinkles, and that's where I put it. I don't like the brush. I'm going to use my fingers. I feel like with the stick I was able to control how much I was putting on, so I like that. Let me zoom you in, you can see what I'm looking at. So we're having a bad wrinkle day, but that's not the concealer's fault. It's not crawling in lines, it's not really accentuating them, believe it or not. I just look like this. It's actually looking really nice. So I'm probably going to set my under eyes as well as the rest of my face. It still feels a little bit tacky. So, yeah. All right. I think it's looking pretty good. So, wish me luck because so far we seem to be doing great with our makeup. Yeah. All right. So I will be back later on to show you how it wore. All right. It is 9:20. So that makes this almost 10 hours. Let's just zoom you in and you can see what I'm looking at. So the concealer does not seem to be crawling into lines. It has kind of just faded. It's not crawled into my lines. It is not bunched up, flaked off kind of thing. It's not accentuated my lines. It's just kind of left where it has left. Kind of just faded. So I'm kind of digging that. So for the Aoa Studio, this concealer, I'm gonna say yes. It's not, it wore beautifully. It didn't like crack or bunch up or crawl into lines or anything like that. It did kind of fade, but you know, that's kind of how I want it to work. I just want it to fade. I don't want it to just like chunk off or like bunch up or anything. So the Aoa Studio gets a pass for me. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to link it below. And if you want to check it out, you can go ahead and do so. Go ahead and like. Leave me a comment. Have you tried this? Did you like it? Did it not work for you? Is it just kind of on your so-so list? Do you want to try it? Does it seem like it might be an interest? I mean, for $1.55 or whatever it is, it's definitely one to look into, for sure. Yeah. Subscribe. Join the fun. I know I don't seem like fun much right now, but I'm so tired. I used to be a night person, I swear. I used to stay up all hours of the night. Now it's just like, no, 9 o'clock, it's your bedtime. Let's go to bed. Come on. Chop, chop, chop. Time's a ticking. About 5 o'clock, my body starts going, is it bedtime yet? Is it bedtime yet? Is it bedtime yet? So, yeah. So stick around and enjoy the lethargic me, the goofy me. We're a mess, but it's okay. It is okay to be a mess. It is. Just, you know, sometimes don't be a mess. Not all the time. You don't have to be like, have your stuff together all the time. But, you know, maybe once in a while. Anyways, yeah, I hope every single one of you has an absolutely amazing day, and I will see you all next time. Bye.
Troubles on the mind, hands around your throat, out in open waters trying to stay afloat.